just to give you guys a quick update as to what my setup looks like for this one. So that's my mini PC there. It has 4 cores, 4 threads, 8 gigabytes of RAM, a 256 gigabyte SSD. It's not doing anything else at the moment but this Proxmox install. I've got a fan here just blowing air into a vent on this side. The vent looks exactly like that one there, but this is the extractor vent and that's the intake vent. So I put the fan, I think that's the extractor vent anyway. But one of the things you need to do, in my opinion, is have good cooling for whatever system you're going to be running 24/7. So that's why I've stuck a fan on here. This is very, very cool to the touch right now. So we should be good to go. So we're on the dashboard or the data center view, and what this is going to do, this is going to give us a summary of everything that's running at the moment, whether it be virtual machines or containers. I'm not going to go through and explain every single one of these options here. If you click on each one, it's quite self-explanatory. If I need to use something in a video, then I'll obviously explain what it is and why it's important. But because there's so many options, it doesn't make sense to go through every single one. I think the first thing most people want to do when they get this up and running is start a virtual machine straight away. However, you won't be able to do that just yet. So what I'm going to do is show you how to add an ISO image to the pool first, and then in the next video show you how to use that ISO image to actually start a virtual machine. So the first thing we need to do is to click on the arrow next to where it says PVE or whatever you labeled your server as. Click on the arrow, it's going to come up with these options here. You're going to go to the second option that says local. The first one should always be network unless you find a way to move it around. What I'm going to do is upload and also download from the URL an ISO image of an operating system. Uploading an image is quite simple. All you have to do is to go ahead and download an ISO that you want and then upload it here. So I'm on the Debian or Debian website here. I'll put this link in the description as well, so you can go there and grab this image if this is the one you want to use. I'm using Debian because it is known as one of the most, if not the most stable operating system ever. It is what many operating systems are based on, so I'm going to be using Debian. There's also an option to install terminal mode where you don't get a GUI, a graphical user interface. You have to do everything from a terminal, or you can do the full desktop graphical user interface where you have windows, icons, menus, and pointers. I'm going to click on this option here. It's going to start downloading my image. So let me just click on that there. It's going to take, it says 1 minute, so I'll come back when the image is finished downloading. My download has finished, so I'm going to go to my downloads folder, which is here, and this is the operating system I just downloaded. It's Debian 12.10 or 12.10. What I'm going to do is go back to Proxmox, and from here I'm going to click on again that second option under PVE that looks like database icon. I'm going to click on where it says ISO images, so we have summary, backups, then ISO images. And from here I'm going to click upload. So I'm going to click on upload. It's going to come up with this window here, and now all I have to do is choose select file. It's going to open the browse window. I'm going to go to my downloads folder, and for me I'm going to click on Debian. Now you can obviously download any operating system that you want and then run it from here. So you could be Windows 10, Windows 11, Debian, Mint, Zorin OS, whatever you want. I'm going to use Debian because it has a really light install. So I'm going to click on open here. I need to name it, so let me call this Debian 1210, Debian 12.10. That should be good. File size 3.72 gigabytes. I'm going to leave everything else the same. So it says I need to make sure I have enough space, but it doesn't allow me to upload anything. Let me click in here. Wrong file extension. Okay, so the full stop or the dot is the file extension, and I put .10. So at the very end I'm going to put .iso, and that should fix that issue. Yep, perfect. Then I'm going to click on upload. It's going to take a while, not too long to be fair, because everything is done from my internal network. It doesn't need to go to the internet again to do this. So it's just grabbing everything. Once this is done, I'll show you what comes next. That upload is finished. I'm going to close that, and in here I can see I've got one file at the moment. So that's how we upload an ISO. But what if you wanted to download an ISO directly from the website without having to download it and upload it? That's a really good option as well. You can click on where it says download from URL here. You can do this from the command line as well, but I prefer to do it from the GUI because it just makes a lot more sense to do it from here. If you're already in the GUI, unless you wanted to learn some commands for Proxmox, might as well do it from the GUI. So I'm going to go to download from URL. This is going to come up. So what you need to do, I'm going to go back to Debian. Actually, let me choose a different operating system. Let me go to Linux Mint. I'm going to click on there. I'm going to go to download. I'm going to choose the lightest version, which I believe I'm going to download. I believe the XFC version is probably the lightest version that they do offer. Don't quote me on this. Go check it yourself and choose whichever operating system that you want. My system only has 4 cores and 4 threads. So whatever operating system I'm choosing to use on this system needs to be super light. So I'm going to download XFC version. Then I'm going to scroll all the way down. I'm close to Kent, so I'm going going to put Control F on my keyboard and type KENT. They always have a mirror for Kent. I'm going to click on this. Yep, that works perfectly fine. So when I click on it and it starts downloading, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. I just wanted to make sure that it worked first. What I'm going to do, I'm going to right click on, let me zoom in some more. Sorry. I'm going to right click on that link. I'm going to go to where it says copy link address, go back to my Proxmox window, and I'm going to paste the URL here. Once I've pasted the URL, I need to give it a file name. So this is Linux Mint 22, whatever it was. This is XFCE, isn't it? XFCE. And then after that, I simply click on download. Made the same mistake again. I need to call it .iso, then click on download. It's doing its thing. Yep, perfect. So I'll wait till this finishes and I'll show you what comes next. So that's finished downloading, and we click on the X. Perfect. So now I have Debian 12.10, Mint 22 XFCE ISO, and that's it. I'm done. So that's how you upload an ISO. That's how you also download an ISO from a URL. Why would you want to do this? Because you don't have to use a command line, and you're going to need these ISOs for creating your virtual machines. So at the top right hand corner, we have two blue buttons. We have create VM and create CT. CT is container, VM is virtual machine, and you're going to need these to create your virtual machines.